Good morning, good morning, good morning. Here is another quick garden tour. We're starting from the bottom. Um, I do have tomatoes. Like I said, the tomatoes are starting to, some of these that are in the pots, I do need to get kind of do that to them. Mainly they are yellow pear and red pear. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I do have elephant ears. My yellow squash finally is coming up. And the red pear tomatoes have gone immensely. I don't know why it's doing that. If anybody knows, please leave it in the comment below. First time I've had it do that. But then again, I took the dirt from down there in the bottoms. It may have something to do with that. I'm not 100%. So I just recently planted some potatoes. Ignore the wire mesh. Doing that to keep the chickens out. Hopefully this tire is planted with a mixture of potatoes. And this one is the white, superior white potatoes. These were clearance finds. So got that done. The zucchini is doing wonderfully, and the zucchini is part of the Survival Seeds 26, just a FYI. And I've still got 4 more blocks to put on this bed before we can really start adding dirt to it and planting it. The zinnias that are in that little pot are doing wonderfully. I have since planted more tomatoes here, and I did get me some bamboo sticks to kind of tie these tomatoes up that is planted in my onion bed. Let's see, this is Amish paste. I think that's what them are. I'm not 100%. Like I said, there's tomatoes planted here. I did find me some strawberries that were on clearance, and I planted in the holes. Obviously, did a little trick. Put that in there. So I'm hoping they will take off like the lettuce and the kale, which may be breakfast or lunch, part of lunch. Decided to put a pot there. And eventually, when this bed gets done, I want this other washer tub and fix somewhat like that if I can, if I have the bricks. But I want it almost exactly like that. Maybe strawberries in there eventually. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. This is in the onion bed. This potato is going crazy. The tomatoes, and I know you're not supposed to plant tomatoes with potatoes with cabbage, which I've done that. So, and look at those onions. Let me zoom in on that. Look at those onions. They are looking nice. Again, this bed is this pot has tomatoes. I got tomatoes planted everywhere, just so you know. Do have more. I did pull my carrots this morning, and I will show you that. I think that is a volunteer tomato, so we're going to leave it. At least 1 round of carrots. I do have tomatoes planted here with the garlic, which I don't know. Am I supposed to pull this top off to get so it focus on the head? Or I've never grown garlic and been successful at it. So am I supposed to pull those and dry those little curly cues that's in the top? Or what am I supposed to do? I've never grown garlic where I get a big bulb. Just a FYI, please leave that in the comments below as well. The first tomato plant is first tomato, 16-foot tomato row is doing wonderfully. I did find some chamomile that I planted that was on clearance, 25% off at our local grocery store. And I probably need to start tying these tomatoes up to a point. Some of them look like they need to be tied. Again, all the basil, carrots and radishes, and some of the onions are planted on there from down there. I need to kind of widen them down. I did plant a little short row of tomatoes up here. I'm thinking I'm going to plant an okra somewhere, a couple places of okra. These tomato plants and the beans are finally coming up. Finally. Thought I planted more than that, but I planted a whole package on this side. These tomatoes on this side are doing wonderfully as well. And the basil is doing, some other basil is doing okay. Look at that nastra. That is cool. And some of these tomatoes are brandywine. Again, another part of survival seeds. And then we got tomatoes over here. Some of these are, most of these are Cherokee, I do believe, and one sunflower that everybody keeps eating on. Giant Belgium, black creme, and yes, there is more tomatoes to be planted. Planted some here. The potatoes I repotted or redid is doing wonderfully. I planted some sunflower seeds in this bed on this side. I do not see them coming up, so may have to replant, but that's okay. I can plant some beans in here. I do got some beans I want to plant. Kind of help this soil out, and tomatoes need nitrogen, so potatoes give nitrogen back. So, and then these potatoes are doing wonderfully. And these was the last ones I planted other than the potatoes. I planted a tomato plant on this end. I bought me some coleus, some parsley on clearance. Biggest part of these plants were on clearance. Look at that. Look at that. Those celosia. I got that mainly for the seeds. And I planted a tomato down here. Don't look very hot. This one and this one, that was from the dirt from the bottom, so that may be the reason I still have this bed to fill up to plant, and finish that bed right there to plant. Calendula and onions are here, and of course my dahlias, they are finally taking off. I am so happy about that. That is a very good stalk. I'm anxious to see them bloom. I did plant some cosmos on this side underneath the cage, and zinnias. It don't look like the zinnias are coming up. Cosmos for sure are coming up. The zinnias not so much. I do have oregano planted there. I may plant some beans on this side, some bush beans, just to help it out. So that is the quick garden tour of Grow What You Eat and Survival Seeds. There are brandywines planted amongst this, and I do have more to plant, as you can tell by up here. So that is it for today. So see y'all later, and God bless.